Alright, here we go. This video we're going to go ahead and talk about creating creating a Google form, and then creating a Google spreadsheet. Now, just to be clear, Google Spreadsheet is just like or very similar to Microsoft Excel. And then Google Form is actually a survey. It's a way to create a survey and see what people are thinking. So anytime you want to create a survey, my recommendation, Google Form. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So right here I'm at my Gmail account, so I'm logged in and everything, and I'm going to go ahead and go to My Drive. All right, so once you're at My Drive, so right here I have several things already created. If you don't have hardly anything created, it's not a big deal, okay? You'll get there. So we're going to create, and I'm going to go right here to create, and we're going to create a spreadsheet. Then we'll talk about form. But clicked on spreadsheet, and here we go. First things first, you really need a title. I mean, obviously you're going to have an idea of what you're creating a spreadsheet for. Me, I have no idea right now. So we're going to call it creating, capitalize that, creating a Google spreadsheet. And I'm going to click OK. Excuse me. All right, so creating a Google spreadsheet is our title, and you can put anything in here you want. You know, you could add up some numbers, 23, 5, 6, a million, whatever, okay? Very similar to Microsoft Excel. Okay, you can add things, you can, insert rows above and below, you can comment a function. So let's say I want to sum something up, right? So I want to sum these up, and there we go. So it adds it up for you. So here's the thing, very similar to Excel. Cool thing though, all changes are saved instantaneously. So right here, every change you make is automatically saved in My Drive. So Google Drive saves all of this. Now, here's the thing. You started out right here at My Drive and you hit create. Once you created this document, it actually created that document and it put it in My Drive, okay? Or your drive, but you know what I mean. Google Drive. So all changes are saved automatically. So these numbers I just input here, I didn't hit save anywhere. You didn't hear me say, oh, and go and hit save. So for example, so I'll go ahead and, you know what? Hey, I haven't hit save anywhere, but it did say all changes are saved automatically. I'm just going to close this. Heck, why not? A leap of faith. So I'm going to go ahead and I titled this Creating a Google Spreadsheet. Now, title, I'm going to search. Now, here's the thing. You really do have to be in My Drive. You can't be in Shared Drive. You have to be in My Drive, because what My Drive is what you have created, what you personally have created in Google, okay? In Google Drive. So creating a Google spreadsheet is what I'm looking for, and it's alphabetized typically. Creating a Google spreadsheet. All right, cool. I'm going to click this back open, and voila, it is saved for you. Let's say you want to do a spreadsheet of students, right? So I'm going to put in some students here, title students, and let's go. I just clicked over, by the way, and I'm going to do project chapter. Maybe they're choosing a chapter to do a project on, okay? Ooh, look at that, saving. Oh, all changes saved in Drive. So within seconds, anything you do, anything you change, right, automatically saves. So I'm going to put a student here, Johnny. Let's put another one, Jane, right? All right, so look at that, all changes saved. So I can exit back out of this, and I can, well, creating a Google spreadsheet. Click it, back open. I'm, closing it, opening it, whatever. But you can see all of the changes is right here. It's done. It's saved. So the coolest thing, so yeah, it's similar to Excel, right? You have all these things. You can insert, you can insert functions, charts, images, etc., etc., right? You can do a lot of stuff, okay? Just like with Excel. Cool thing though, this right here, okay, saves automatically. Within seconds, anything you have done is saved. Okay. Now, another thing, if you have access to your email, or internet access really, which gives you access to your email, you can access your drive. And if you can access Google Drive, you can access anything you have created. So the days of carrying around that thumb drive or some type of memory device is gone. Because if you have internet access, you can access this document that you just created. Okay, so that's one of the coolest things about anything that you create in your Google Drive. So you have access to it anywhere, anytime, as long as you have internet, of course. On your mobile phone, no problem. Well, as long as you have a smartphone. All right, so uh, your job really is just to play around with this, right? So just like anything, it takes time for you to look at it, manipulate it, have a goal in mind. Um, you know, if you have something really specific you're trying to do and you just can't do it, can't figure it out, absolutely come to me. I'll help you, no problem. Um, so here's the thing. Uh, you just need to step in, take some time, play with it, look at what your possibilities are, what you can do, can't do, and go from there. Um, have fun with it. But of course, having a good idea of what you want to use a spreadsheet for it kind of helps, okay? Because if you're just flying blind and you don't know what you're looking for and you're just trying to mess around with it, you get kind of bored and you'll just give up. So have something in mind and go for it, okay? You need help? Let me know. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this, and let's go ahead and look at the form. So let's create a survey. Cool thing. So spreadsheet form. So form is just survey, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay. It's going to open it up for us, and bam, right from the get-go, it wants us to title it, and it's going to ask us for a theme. I'm going to pick the theme first. Oh, balloons are kind of cool. Fish. Oh, I like the cookies. Gingerbread man. So I'm going to click that one. Um, oh, I forgot to title it. No big deal. Untitled form. Click rename. I'm going to call it, I have no idea. Let's go creating a survey. Oops. From Google. All right, so creating a survey from Google. Okay, obviously it helps to have something in mind, but something that may be all in common is students coming into your classroom and you want to know something about them. So let's say you create this survey for them to do as homework. Um, so question, so just kind of go back up here, here's what it looks like. I'm just going down, um, create survey from Google and question title. So question title, I'm just going to put the question right here. What is your favorite hobby? Now, keep in mind this is for the students, but anyways. So, and I want this to be, so question type, not multiple choice. I want it to be a paragraph text, just text. Or not necessarily paragraph, but text in general, right? So, because favorite hobby is probably not going to be a long one, but you could do a paragraph if you want, so it gives them a bit bigger space to respond in. I just want a small text, maybe like, my favorite hobby is basketball, whatever. So anyways, I'm done with that question. Let's do a multiple choice question. So add item. So I'm going to go ahead and add item here. And let's ask, how much do you love math? From a scale from 1 to 5. 1 being you love, oops, wow, love it, and 5 being you hate it. Okay, so help text. Your help text, and it was on the last one, I just mentioned it, but that's kind of like if you want to give a hint to the question or something, you can go ahead and type it in and it'll show up. But question type, I don't want this to be text or paragraph. I want this to be multiple choice. Okay, you can do checks box and play with it. Grid, scale, right? I want to do multiple choice. And I could do the scale 1 to 5. Okay, we'll do that one. Sure, why not? 1 to 5. Oh, cool. And you can change it 1 to 10, whatever. I have 1 to 5. Cool. And I'm going to put label options. Love it. And then hate it. So there we go. Oh, and you can, required questions, so they can't submit it unless they answer that question. I don't really care if they answer it or not, so I'm not going to put it required, so they could leave it blank if they wanted, basically. So anyways, I'm going to click done for that question. And you can see, right, what is your favorite hobby? They would type that in. How much do you love, math from a scale of 1 to 5, being you love it, okay? Um, you can keep adding as much as you want here. Let's go ahead and confirmation page, show link to submit another response, blah, 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 blah. Not too big of a deal. But what this is, so this is to send form, okay? But we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to kind of go back up here. From settings, so you can require Boise Independent School District login to view this form. So you could actually require, if I keep this checked, what this means is it requires them to have a Boise School District email that they are logged into, okay, to access this form. I could care less, so, I'm not going to have it clicked. You could show progress bar at the bottom of the form page. So if you wanted, if it, and here's the coolest thing ever. Oh man, I just noticed this. What? All changes saved in Drive automatically. I could literally, I've made all these changes. I can just click that. Boom. I can get out of it, and heck, why not? Show you. And what was this? Creating a survey from Google. Now I'm in my Drive. That's still important. Creating a survey from Google, and boom, there you go. This is the coolest thing ever. See? Show progress bar. There we go. Okay, so let's see. I have created 2 questions here, and now we want to share it, okay? And we want to send the form. So we can show link to submit another response, right? So we can publish and show public link to form results, allow responders to edit responses after submitting. So allow responders to edit, that means, they can basically resubmit. Okay, so they submit it and they go, ah, crap, you know what, I want to change that answer. They can go back and change it if they want. Show link to submit another response. So basically, you really don't need to mess with that. Your response has been recorded, right? So that's basically, it'll let them know that. Okay, so I'm just going, and that's the confirmation page, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send form. So here's the thing. If you create a survey, you probably have an idea of who you would want to take the survey. So you basically would type in their email right here. So let's say I'm just going to hit the D. So there we go. I'm right. Anybody in your contact list would pop up here with D. So Dana Showalter, right? So anyways, sorry about that, Dana. But anyways, so you can basically put their email there and hit send. I don't actually want anybody to take the survey because it's kind of a lame survey, but I could do that. I could send me a copy as well, but not really a need. I created the dang thing. So anyways, you could also embed this survey if you wanted. You just link to share, right? So let's say you had like a group email you wanted to send this to. You could easily just, if you already had the email created, you just go here, copy that link, put the link on the email, send it, and there you go. They have access to it. Okay. So this doesn't look very cool, right? But view live form. So you have these things up here. Okay. Accepting responses. If you're done with it, right? You don't want anybody to respond anymore. You just click on it. Not accepting responses. That shuts it down. That shuts the survey down. Whether you've sent it, not sent it to people, bam, it shuts it down. So I'm going to open it back up because well, it's not really real anyways, but anyways. So view live form. So this is actually what your people taking the survey will actually see. Okay, kind of cool. All right. So anyways, that's a little bit on Google Survey. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let's say choose response destination. So if you wanted, you can basically have it sent to a spreadsheet or what. But really, if you get to if you need that help, come ask me, okay? Because really, it's a little more advanced, and really, if you just send out the survey and you get your responses back, that's great, okay? But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions on Google Forms.